see. It says I'm live again. Let's see. We need to refresh and see if it's doing better. Let's see. All right, I'm back. Hopefully you guys found me. My phone's a little off this time. All right, I'll wait just a minute to see if you guys join me again. I'm back. Hopefully my sound is better this time. Hey Shannon, does it sound better? So I'm waiting to hear if it sounds better or not. I'm crossing fingers that my sound is better. So still sounds the same. Just go with I just may go with it. I don't know why. That's so weird. I've never had this problem before. Kind of better, but it's weird. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Huh. Can you hear me better now? I'm thinking I figured out the problem. All right. As I said earlier, I was busy listening to music and totally lost track of time. I forgot my phone was connected to my Bluetooth speaker, so that's why I was muffled, is because the sound wasn't coming through my phone. It was going through my speaker. So anyway, I'm not as technically challenged as I thought. I'm just a little more forgetful than I used to be. So anyway, I'm so excited to share with you guys today. Actually, I forgot to pull out my catalog. I'm going to show this to you. Last June, I participated in a summer soiree hosted by friend and upline Patty Bennett and fellow demonstrator Kirsten Del Sario. And the second day of the soiree, we had where we could do Memories and More kit or group packet. And I chose the journey, or thoughtful journey, and I chose it, but I wasn't sure because, looking through the catalog, when I looked at it, I thought, I don't know, it doesn't look great, but, it's hard to read, so, let's try it out. So I went ahead and I joined that one, and let me show you where it is in the catalog, and let me share with you that it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let me see if I can find it. It's part of the section called, the quick and easy options section. And it's over by where our sketches are at. But here it is on page 26. Now, it's one of those things. This is what I saw, and I thought, I'm not sure because the white print doesn't really pop off of these colors, and you can't read it very well. So I wasn't sure, but I thought, you know what? I really like the colors, so let's go ahead and go with that Memories and More kit for this soiree. I got it, and oh my goodness, I was so excited. It is so different in person than it is in the catalog. Check this out. The white, it pops right off the card. And so I thought, you know what? I am going to make a class out of this. I loved Kirsten's idea, and I took it and I used it as my inspiration. So thank you, Kirsten. But I love how you can see everything so much clearer in person than in the catalog. So the catalog, I'm learning, can be very deceiving on things. And so if you look at something and you're not quite sure, but you still gravitate towards it, I would say get it, because you might be very surprised as to what you receive and how much nicer it looks. So I am going to be doing a class, and today I'm doing 3 cards, which is a sneak peek for 3 of the cards we're doing the class. And I will post after this on the YouTube channel and on my blog. When I put this on my blog tomorrow, I will post the link to registering for the class. in the class, it is, let me see if I can get this so I don't confuse you guys, because I'm sort of scattered right now. It's a Friday afternoon. It is a virtual class, and we will be doing cards, small cards, as well as large cards, using the Memories and More Thoughtful Journey card pack, and then also so you'll get a full card pack, which is a total of 38 cards. I believe 18 small, which are 3 by 4, and then 20 of the 4 by 6, which are the larger ones. And you're then also going to get in that class set, you'll get an entire set of the Memories and More's cards and envelopes, which is a total of 20 cards and envelopes, 10 small and 10 large cards and 20 envelopes, and some of the different embellishments that we're going to be using this card. But what I'm doing is I want to show you how easy it is to take these card packs and how quick and easy you can put with very little amounts of supplies. You can put together some beautiful cards. So that's what we're going to do, a sneak peek this afternoon of 3 of the cards that we're going to make in that class. And like I said, I'll post a link to that class on the YouTube description and on the my blog. So first we're going to go ahead and do the small card, the 3 by 3 or 3 by 4. And so what we get in the card pack is you're going to get a piece of cardstock. It's already noted, or it's already scored and cut for you, and it is 6.5 by looks like 4 1/4. And then you that's 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 by 4 1/4, and so that makes it actually 3.5 by 4 1/4. And you're going to be able to put this card, small card, piece on it. Oh, the really nice thing on these cards too is they're all two-sided, so you can pick which side you want. And oh, thank you, Patty, for putting my link for my sign up for my class on there. I appreciate that. So we're going to use this side. I just love the greens, and this wild wheat isn't a favorite, but I'm loving how it's accenting some of these colors, the Petunia Pop, the Calypso Coral, and some of the greens. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Petunia Pop, and we're going to also in my class, I'm only using 2 sentiment stamp sets, but you can use any stamp sets you want that have sentiments in that class. But I'm going to be using the So Sincere and Simply Said. And today for this small card, we're going to be using the Happy Birthday from the Simply Said stamp set. So I've got ahead and taken this, and we're going to just put a little dab it on the Petunia Pop so that it coordinates with the Petunia Pop that's in our flowers. Center it. And there we go. We've got our Happy Birthday. And then we're also going to use, oh, I forgot. Where did I put those? My trios. We're going to use the trio, back to pearl trios that match, and you'll be getting some of these as well. We're going to use some of these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this. We'll just center it on the card base. And we're going to do this. I also love this color, this side, the peach pie and I think it's boho blue, and a little pretty peacock in there. It's hard to pick which side on these. I just love the colors. So we're going to go ahead, and I have to say, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have never gagaed or gone cuckoo crazy, however you want to call it, over DSP before until the Thoughtful Journeys. It is the DSP, the card set, everything is gorgeous. I just love the watercolor effect that they have on here. Yes, they do, Tammy. They give you the most wonderful color combos that you would never think. I would never have thought to put Wild Wheat and Petunia Pop together. Only because Wild Wheat is more of a a warm color, and Petunia Pop is such a bright color, and Wild Wheat is so muted that I would never have thought to put them together. So now we're going to accent our, take a pick tool. We're going to accent our picture here, our card, with some of our Petunia Pop adhesive dots. And I tend to use groups of 3, or I do odd usually, although I will share with you a sneak peek for Tammy and my Teach It Tuesday. I only went with even numbers on some of my embellishments. Oh, so you guess we'll have to come by on Tuesday to see. And I'm going to put that one right there. You can put these embellishments wherever you want. But look at that. That is our card, our birthday card. Let's see. Everyone knows I'm a big... Oh, Shannon, you're a big fan of Wild Wheat. But Tammy says it's a color that goes well with a lot of other colors. It is. And you know what? It's almost like Stampin' Up! Had the foresight of doing that as a 2325 in color. 2325? Yes. Knowing that it will go well with a lot of other things. And so we have it only for another year to accent all our colors. And then we'll lose it for a while. But anyway, yeah, an easy peasy card, isn't it, Shannon? I like to say easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's card number 1. Let's put our Petunia Pop aside and card number 1 aside. And then we're going to make card number 2, which is another easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to use our large card. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this card. And when you join the class, if you join the class, you will get also the cardstock that you need. And what we've done, and you'll get the PDF directions, as well as the ability to join a private class or group, Facebook group, where I will live stream and we will work on the cards together. And then if you're not able to attend the whole thing, or you miss some of it, or for some reason you can't join, I will be sending out a link to a, what do they call it, Tammy? It's a link to a YouTube, the YouTube video, but it's not something that everybody can see. It's only something that, it's an unlisted video. But anyway, so if you can't join on the day, then, thank you, Patty, unlisted, yeah. Then you can always use the video that I send you the link for. So, now we're going to go ahead and center this. And I just needed... it's one of those things. I'm not big on having just the white trim. I don't know what it is. It looks so blah to me. But anyway, so I always had to add a little extra, and I love this Boho Blue to give us this little trim. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can center this. And, yep, that's going to center right there. So I'm going to be brave and use a Stampin' seal, because once it's down, you can't move it. So we're going to be really careful about how we put this down. There we go. You can tell I was working with mini Stampin' Dimensionals earlier. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder to burnish this a little bit. And as you can see, there's the card. All we're going to do now is we're going to add a couple more of our adhesive, or oh my goodness, what do we call them again? The Adhesive Fact Pearl Trio. I tell you, that's the one thing I've noticed. Their names for some and their embellishments can be tongue twisters. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use more than one color on here, and I'm going to use them where they pop. So I'm going to go with the Calypso Coral. And I'm going to put it up here on the blue end of things, the blue side of the card, where there's blue, so it really pops. And then I'm going to take the bluish color. What color is this? I can't remember. Misty Moonlight. I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight and put it down here on the orange, or the Calypso Color orange colors. And there we go, our card. Can anybody get any easier? Can it be any easier to make a card? This is just, it's just amazing. It just blows my mind. So this is why I'm looking forward to using this. Oh, you know what I did last time? I didn't do it this time. I actually used one of the Misty Moonlights as the eye, the dot in the eye. He had sort of created. It is amazing. It took 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I have 2 hours set aside. I'm hoping that a lot of it's probably me, us just socializing and talking, because I have a feeling we'll be able to get through all 10 cards rather quickly because they are so easy and it's so much fun. So let's go ahead and put that aside. The next one is a little more. There's a little more to it. It's not easy peasy. I wanted something that was a little, had a little difficulty to it, you know. But we're going to use Berry Burst. I tried Petunia Pop against this, and I know that Berry Burst isn't listed as one of the colors that coordinates with this, but I really think it does coordinate well if you don't want everything to be matchy. And I wanted something that was going to coordinate with the purples and everything in here and still allow the Lost Lagoon and the Boho Blue to pop, but I didn't want it to be matchy and be exactly like the Petunia Pop. And I found that this Berry Burst was like the perfect color to go against that. So let me show you what our cards, and I showed you what the small one is, the small card base. This is the large card base. It's a 4x6, I believe. Actually, no, it's a little bit more than that. That is 8.5 inches, and that is 6.25 inches. So actually, the cards are, when they're completed, are 4.25 by 6.25. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like those ones, Tammy and Patty. So we're going to do another horizontal. Now, I don't know, it's probably a personal preference, but I have found when the cards are this large, I almost prefer them to be a vertical card versus a horizontal card, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember. I used to be able to talk to my first graders and use the technique of, or the hamburger and hot dog. I heard so many teachers use hamburger hot dog. Never did quite understand it. But this I would have considered more of a hamburger, but I could be wrong. So anyway, back to this. I'm rambling and babbling. Anyway, we're going to use our Berry Burst, and I'm going to first attach this to it. But before I attach this to it, I love the other side too with these leaves and the colors on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it, and this is a 4x6 card. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it at 4 inches. Pull out my trimmer here and move it up so you can see. We're going to put this right at 4 inches so that we have a 4-inch piece and a 2-inch piece. So let's go ahead and cut that. We got our 4-inch and our 2-inch. And then we're going to put this aside. And I'm going to flip this 2-inch piece over. Actually, the way I'm going to do is I'm going to flip them over so I'm looking at the back side. So when you turn it over, you're going to have the larger leaf side and the smaller word side. And, oh my goodness, do I have any white cards left? There's my scraps. And I learned and taught I sort of discovered this, to use, to make sure your papers, when you're piecing together two pieces like this, to make sure they line up perfectly, I just flip them over so they're perfectly in line. And before I glue them down on the paper, I actually use a piece of cardstock scrap, and I sort of create a bridge on there like that. That way, when you turn it over and you go to adhere it to your cardstock, it doesn't move around and everything is perfectly aligned. So let's go ahead, and before that, I'm almost getting ahead of myself. Thank you. I'm glad you like that tip. We're going to use the 1/4 inch white diagonal trim, and this can either be purchased, when you purchase this, it actually comes with the same exact, but in a color of the petal pink color, or you can buy it as a part of the Country Woods suite. But I'm going to cut about, looks like probably about, let's see, I want to go on the generous side and go about 6 inches and cut that there. Oh, you didn't see me cut it. And then we're going to grab, I cleaned up so well, I put some of the stuff away that I needed. And I'm going to take glue dots. And I prefer glue dots when I'm using ribbon, and I love the fact that ours comes on a roll like this, so I can just cut off or rip off the amount that I need, and I need 3 glue dots. And what I do is I put it on the end of each end, and then I put one in the very center to help anchor my ribbon. And then I go ahead and I line it up, and I make sure that the center one is stuck down on my paper. And then that way when I turn it over, I know it's straight on the front, because sometimes when I put it down here and if I wrap it around and then I adhere it here, it gets all mangled, or it gets off center, and now you can see that it's completely aligned. It's not, it isn't gone cockeyed, I guess is what you want to say. I don't know. It's straight. But anyway, now we're going to go ahead and adhere it to our berry burst. And see, you know, I just happened to grab my Tombow this time. It's whatever's close by, and I grab. We're going to center this here. All right, that's centered there. I'm looking at my master, the one I already did. And we're going to center that on there, and then we're going to do our sentiment, which I have taken from the So Sincere stamp set. And make sure that's all centered. Perfect. All right, and I've already pre-cut with my die machine from the Nested Essentials, one of the rounded edge rectangles, and my stamp I'm going to be says, "Knowing you brings joy in my heart," and I'm going to use Berry Burst, since I used Berry Burst on the cardstock for the edging. Tap that, and there we go, close that. And I'm going to center it, stamp, there we go. And rhinestones, did I put those, here's the thing. I cleaned up my stamp because I was doing so much work, and then I realized I put everything away, and now I'm trying to find everything again. I did too good a job of cleaning my my stuff up, and now I can't find my rhinestones. Oh my goodness, folks, I am so sorry for this. Let's see. Let's pull this down and look again. I have missed it. Tinsel gems, tinsel, red sign, ombre, sequins, iridescent, glossy, faceted. Sometimes I just throw things up here and then they get put in the wrong area. Well, I don't see my rhinestones, so I think, did I put them in here? Oh, I found them. I put them in the packet where I had down below that has all my class stuff in it. Sorry about that, folks. All right, and we're going to use an adhesive sheet, foam, to pop up our sentiment, perfect size. All right, did I miss any questions? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's see, I don't want to, yes, hashtag Team Foam Sheets, you ain't kidding. I'm all about that there, Tammy. Team hashtag Foam Sheets, because I love them. I am appreciative to Patty who introduced them to me. I would never have thought to buy them. So now we're going to go ahead and do some rhinestones, and I'm going to do just a couple here and there. I'll probably do like, let's see, 4 or 5. Probably 5 of them are on here. I'm going to do a couple over on this side so he doesn't feel so lonely. Let's see. And we'll do one more up in this corner there. That's too symmetrical. Oh well, next time. All right, and there is card number 3. And you can't really see. Can you see the glimmer from the rhinestones? Oh, there we go. There's our rhinestones. So you could put the rhinestones on there. You can put as many rhinestones as you want. Oh, I see what I did. On the original, I put 2 on the sentiment side, and I put 3 on the other DSP side. So there you go. Oh, I'm so glad, Patty, you signed up, and I'm so excited for you to participate. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so let's go ahead. Now you need these 2, Tammy, or yeah. Well, isn't that how it goes? One of us does something, and it's from the group does something with something, and we're like, oh, we've got to have it. And then somebody else does something with something else, and it's like, oh, I've got to have that. So here are 3 cards that we did today. You let me know, which one is your favorite? Let's see. Let me move these down a little bit. Is yours the small yet simple, the large and simple, or the stepped it up in a little fancy card class? So A, B, or C. Which one is your class? You can't choose, Tammy. You know, I don't know. I can't choose either, to be perfectly honest. I'd have to say, believe it or not, I like these. The baby card is cute. The baby card is cute. Do I have another? You know what? Let me see if I can sneak peek, show you one of the other baby cards we do that is so simple, and I love it. Okay, I'm going to give you guys another. Bottom left. I have to think, left to right. So the happy birthday win, Tammy, is your favorite. Can I show you guys another sneak peek for one of the other cards we're going to do? Now, this one is a total case of one of the cards that we did at the soiree with that Kirsten did. But I just loved it so much that there's really not much else you can do with it. And it's just so pretty, and these colors are just, they make me speechless. I really don't know how to describe, to be perfectly honest. I feel like I'm being sappy about this, but really I can't decide because I love the blues and the purples and the lavenders in this one. So, yeah. Anyway, there are 4 of the cards that we're going to be making out of the 10 cards we'll be making in my class, and I'm so excited. So I will go ahead and, let's scoot this over so you guys can see it. I will include the artist who created this suite needs a raise. Yes, whoever created this at Stampin' Up's design department definitely needs a raise, and they need to do more like this. Definitely. So let's see, where was I going with that? Oh, what I was going to say is I will definitely be including a link to the class on my blog and on my YouTube, and I will include it on Facebook again. And Patty already put a link to it here in the comments if you're watching a replay. I am just so grateful that you guys have joined me today, and I hope you join my class. I am excited to tell you I have a new blog / website. It's www.stampin.com. And on there, you will be able to, you can shop, you can buy anything, you can look at all the cards I've been making and catch up on some of the videos that I've done in the past, either through our Fun Fridays or Teach It Tuesdays. And I will definitely put a blurb and a link to this class on my blog as well. So I want to say thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are staying cool. I know today is, hopefully, crossing fingers, the last really hot day we're having here. You know, we're over 100 again today, but hopefully we're dropping into the 90s this weekend and hopefully into the 80s next week. But I won't see it until I believe it or feel it and step outside. So anyway, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. Join us again. Join Tammy and I on Tuesday for Teach It Tuesdays. Tammy is Tuesday mornings on her Cards by TLC here on Facebook, or Tuesday afternoon is my Teach It Tuesday with Stampin' with Jen, and then I have Fun Fridays next Friday. Thanks a lot, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.